Hello, beautiful people, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, Beauty Meets Business. I am your girl, the empowering Angel Robinson, and we bring to you today the beautiful Marquita. Yes, straight chair, no chaser. We're going in today. We're gonna go deep. When I say diving deep, you guys, we're diving deep today about the industry, the change in the industry, the difference the industry has done over the past 20 years. I don't know whether it done it to us or we did it to it. I don't know. But we're going to talk about that a little today. I want to introduce you my beautiful, beautiful guest, Marquita. And Marquita's going to tell you a little bit about herself because she can explain to you who she is better than I can. So I welcome you to Straight Chair, No Chaser, Marquita. I really appreciate you taking out time because I know you're a busy woman. But you and I connected some years ago, and I'm telling you, the connection has never left me. And every time I see you, whether you believe it or not, I freaking admire you. You know how I admire you as a colleague in the industry, for real. And not only the fact that you're a colleague, but the fact that we're around the same age, we've been through the same type of things, and we're both from the Midwest. But I want you to share with the audience who you are and how you relate to the beauty industry.
Thank you, Angel. I so appreciate you having me here today. This is an astounding opportunity for us to speak life into the industry, to feed off one another, and to share our truths with people who are passionate just like we are.
Right.
My name is Marquita Mansell. I'm originally from Detroit, Michigan, like you said. I was born to do this. I literally have been holding a comb since I was knee-high to the crib.
Wow.
It's what I've been passionate about. It's what I've always enjoyed. I say I like to eat, sleep, and breathe hair. I believe in creating beauty, starting from the inside out. I got my start as a salon apprentice back in Detroit, Michigan. Bounced around from salon to salon, trying to find a good fit for me. I did do beauty school, where I graduated and received my cosmetology license. I've been practicing for well over 21 years now. The industry called my name and I responded. That's the best way of putting it.
That's a great way of putting it.
It called my name and I responded. And I hope when I walk away from the industry that I've left an indelible mark on it.
Wow.
I want people to remember me not just as a great stylist, but as an actual beauty professional. That's what I'm passionate about most. Creating beauty, but restoring professionalism to an industry that I think we, as Black women especially, deserve so much.
Okay, Marquita, can you tell us what has changed in the industry for you in the past 20 years, pre and post social media?
The biggest change I've seen in the evolution of our industry is stylists have stepped away from good customer service and have become celebrities in their own right.
Wow. I said I was gonna stop saying wow, but that's a wow moment, you guys. She said, we have stepped away from customer service and became celebrities in our own rights. That's crazy. We need to get back to customer service.
Absolutely. There was a time when the client walked in and we greeted them with a certain amount of enthusiasm. And we were happy that they were coming to see us. They were blessing our lives and we were blessing them back with beauty. And everything about the environment we created spoke to that. Now they come into the salon, and I think celebrities, with the advent of social media, with the advent of print advertising, it goes back to people like the infamous Vidal Sassoon. I think that marked a change in the industry when people began to look to the stylist as the iconic figure, even more so than the styles or the celebrities that they created the beauty on.
Right.
And so people started to gravitate towards that, and they decided, you know, we mimic Hollywood.
Right.
And we say, well, if Vidal can do it, I can do it. And that's not a bad thing, but a thing to remember in his environment, in his surroundings, that he was the only one that promoted that ideology. But he created a team effort in his salon.
He did. He sure did.
He stepped back, and that's when stylists went from wearing the traditional white like nurses into wearing all black, because it wasn't about you. You became the backdrop and your styles became the feature.
That's right.
We've got to get back to that.
Right.
We've got to stop creating this idea that we are the focus and that we are the feature and that our styles and that our clients are the focus and that they are the feature. They're the star of the show.
Right. Right. That's funny you even said that. Lloyd, which is the next person I'm interviewing, he's a distributor, he always speaks very highly of you when it comes to that. He said his wife actually goes to you.
She does.
And he was saying how your customer service, your servitude over anything is impeccable. So like, That's one of the things we live by here too in my salon is servitude. So you're so right when you speak on that. We need to bring that back, you guys. Come on. Where did it go? What has improved over the years? Over the 20 years you've been in the industry, what has improved?
What has improved are product offerings. There's no such thing as a one-size-fits-all when it comes to our products. We have learned that there are different walks of life, there are different needs that the client has, and our product offerings have come full circle. We've got, people call it the natural movement, and we know that's ridiculous because the hair grows out of your head natural. And you have products to address that. But the embracing of a natural curl texture, especially in the African American community, has created a huge demand. And where there's demand, you have to feel that.
That's right.
So products are coming in, and stylists are learning their products much better. They're not gravitating to just a one-size-fits-all mentality. They're learning the different ingredients address different issues. And so they're able to offer a wide spectrum of product offerings and even services in the salon. You have lashes, you have nails, you have more aesthetics. Skincare is coming back. Holistic care, that's coming back. And I'm so excited about that because that's what's important about customer service, is catering to the whole individual.
Right.
Not just their hair.
Right.
And understanding how that's all connected. So I'm very excited about that. Products as a whole are booming. And stylists are learning that they have to educate themselves on those products so that they don't fall behind.
Do you feel like education, that some stylists or majority lack education nowadays?
No, but what they're learning has changed. They're learning specific styles so that they can follow a trend. They're not learning the holistic approach to hair care.
Opposed to how we learned when we were coming through the industry. Because I'm a barber stylist, and just like you said, we learned whole. I'm talking about, like, I'm a barber. How come I know everything about the beauty industry as well? It's because things were different back then.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We were foundation stylists.
Right.
That's what makes a difference.
Right.
The foundation is solid, you can build to great lengths. When you start with a very small foundation, it limits how far you can go upward.
Right.
And so that's the difference. That's the difference in the industry from when we were coming up. Our training was on a foundational level. You know, we didn't scoff at the roller setting and the parting and the sectioning and the color theory and the chemical theory. We didn't scoff at that because we understood those are precepts that we could build upon later on. Nowadays, they just want to go in and get right to the finish line. And what happens when you're at the finish line? There's no longevity. You get winded very quickly because you haven't built up your stamina and your strength. We've got stamina, we've got strength because we built our foundation so well. That's what's different.
Man, Marquita, I'm glad I'm having this conversation with you. Like, this is what I'm saying. Veteran stylists are so needed. People like you are so needed because you're going to develop other people. You're going to be able to leave a legacy, you know, but they need to watch you. They need to follow you. You know what I'm saying? Could you, with that being said, could you tell the audience where they can find you at social media?
Absolutely. Marquis Beauty, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I have my own website, marquisbeautylounge.com, 24/7 access. That's the beauty of this industry. We grow up with it. We don't get left behind. We find ourselves in this industry accessible to anyone, anytime, any place. 313-530-2519. Kept my Detroit number for my Detroit homies.
She kept her Detroit number for her Detroit homies. I'm in trouble because I got rid of my 216, but I didn't get rid of my 216 homies. We're moving on. Okay, so how are you making a difference in the industry?
How am I making a difference in the industry? It starts with me. Introspection. I understand my energy attracts people to me. And so I self-correct. I make sure that I check myself first thing in the morning. I self-talk. I speak life to myself, and I make sure that I'm following a path that I've laid out for myself. And so when I come to work, that energy that I've projected into the universe, it comes back to me. I make sure I let people know in the chair and even my colleagues and coworkers, because I work in a suite. And we'll get to sweet life in a minute. But the difference that I make is that I open myself up to people to be able to come in and absorb my energy. I don't wall myself off. I don't close myself off. I'm a well of information, and my cup runneth over.
Yes.
But because I pour into myself and I allow other beauty professionals to pour into me, I have this reservoir that's constantly being filled. And so I always have information to give out and to pour out into the industry. I don't hoard it. There was a time, and I tell this story often, there was a time in the salon where I would take my products and I would pour them out of their original containers into no-name generic containers.
Right.
Because in my mind, I had the idea that if my coworkers saw what I was using and if my clients saw what I was using, that somehow they could steal my thunder, not realizing that the gift that's in me is mine.
That's right.
And I said this when you styled my hair just last week. What God has for me is for me. And with every tool, with every product, you can't duplicate my results no more than I can duplicate yours.
That's right.
Because that's what's unique. You know what I mean?
That's wonderful. Okay, so we're gonna move on to sweets. I wanna talk about the sweets. So Marquita is in the sweets, and you guys already know how I feel about the sweets, but Marquita gives a different spin to the sweets, you guys, and I hope you guys are listening. Please, please, please elaborate on the sweets.
The sweet concept, I think, was born out of frustration. Frustration with the lack of professionalism that we find in traditional salon settings, whether it be booth rent or commission. Stylists who are seeking autonomy weren't able to create that in that setting. So there's a couple things that happen. The Sweet Life was born, and it allows them to express their creativity on an individual basis. But the drawback to that is that you seclude yourself, and you can't grow in a vacuum. You can't grow in a bubble. So you have to step outside of yourself to educate and to network with other stylists so that you continue to grow and to evolve. That's what's good about the sweets. Now, on the flip side, like I said, what's bad about the sweets is that you can get walled in, you can get closed off, and you can live in this bubble and you can become disconnected from the industry. That's fine if in your suite you're able to maintain your clientele with just that mentality. But who wants to stay stagnant? Who wants to live in that small circle of consciousness? I think everyone wants to evolve and everyone wants to grow. So I think that's what you mentioned when you say the issue that you have with the suites is that it creates this disconnection at times.
It creates more of a individuality versus a team. Because the only reason why I am who I am in the industry is because other people have poured into me, like you said. Like the only reason why my cup runneth over is because other people has poured into my cup. Like I am Angel Robinson, not because I stand here being Angel Robinson, because Marquita's made me Angel Robinson, the Chinas, the Destinies, the Shaniquas, you get what I'm saying? The Toyas, the Tanyas, the Kianas, everybody everybody that I have worked alongside with, I'm creating that in my chair.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
That's the only reason why I speak against the suites, but you are making a difference even in your suite. Because we talked about this last week where you said you bring people in the shadow.
Absolutely.
So we want to talk about that.
Okay, I shift the paradigm. My door is always open. Like I talked about energy before, I have a welcoming energy. People that step into my suite, it's called the Beauty Lounge for a reason, because it creates that relaxing, laid-back environment. But it's not just welcoming to my clients, it's welcoming to my coworkers as well. I go around and I talk to them and I greet them and I find out what they're doing. And I make it clear, especially when I teach classes or when I offer shadowing or mentoring, that I am available to you. Avail yourself of the resources here. I don't close myself off. I don't limit myself. I don't create this individualistic ideology. I'm still part of the bigger picture. The bigger picture is we help each other, we grow, we feed off one another. And so I go to them and I ask them, what products are you using and how does that work for you? What type of customer service do you offer? We follow each other on social media. And when someone offers a customer service gala or reward, I go around and I say, hey, let's talk about that. How can we come together as a team? If not a cohesive unit with all 54 suites, even if it's just a handful of us, we make sure that we feed and vibe off one another so that we're constantly growing and creating that strength in the salon suite concept.
Right.
We don't want you to walk in and see 54 individual suites. We want you to see a collective and how we work together. my clients even, or my stylist friends even, think it's funny, if you will, that if I'm too busy, I'll walk a client around to their suite. I'll make recommendations.
What?
I can't do everybody's
Love
hair.
it.
I can't do everybody's
Right.
hair. But two things happen. It creates an appreciation for the other stylist. They understand that I'm not selfish and they return the favor. And that client sees that I'm not selfish. And even if they were recommended to me and I can't service them that day and they see that stylist, they often come right back because they recognize that there was no selfish intent. My goal was for them to be serviced in the best way possible on that day. And I wouldn't know who to recommend them to if I didn't create that atmosphere with my other stylist
Absolutely.
friends.
I have a great appreciation for you. Thank you. I do, you guys. She's making me even look at the suite concept differently. This is how come we have these conversations.
Yes.
I appreciate you for that.
Thank you.
I want to know, what do you see in the next 10 years for the industry?
I see an expanse in niche marketing. The concept that you've created here with the Charlie's Angels Beauty Bar is an excellent concept. You've taken us from booth rent back to commission, the team building. That's what's going to take the industry further. There's an African proverb and it goes something like this. If you want to go fast, you go alone. But if you want to go far, you go together.
Did she just take my proverb, JK? I just want to say that because my mother told me that when I was younger.
Absolutely.
That the African proverb, if you want to go fast, you go by yourself. But if you want to go farther, you take others with you.
Absolutely.
So this is how come I know you and I. This is no coincidence, you guys.
No.
I never told Marquita this.
No.
And you guys have heard it on a ton of my videos. And for you to say that, that's confirmation for me.
Absolutely.
I'm telling you, I really appreciate our relationship. I appreciate you for being a beautiful, kind, educating person that you are, because there's times that I was locked and I picked up the phone. I couldn't think of anyone to call. I called Marquita and she got me together. And I was able to teach my class because of your help.
Thank you.
And she didn't ask for a dime.
No.
Where
The
do you
wealth
see
you pour
Yes.
into me was payment enough.
Oh man. Now she want to make me cry. I just got my makeup done. Where do you see yourself in the next 10 years?
Part of that team building movement.
That's awesome.
Part of that team building movement. I have personal plans with my business in the industry. I didn't mention it before, but I am a product knowledge educator with the Naked Anysations brand. Taking that concept, going from stylist to stylist, suite to suite, schools and different professional environments, and empowering stylists with product knowledge. I also have a personal brand where I take information on building professionalism, and specifically from the suite perspective, because that's where I find myself now. So from booth renters to suite owners, I'm able to teach them the basics on business, how to form your tax, how to structure your business, how to set up your scheduling, how to price yourself, how to not price yourself out of your industry, how to compensate yourself, not just monetarily, but with your time structure as well. So these are the two aspects that I'm moving forward with in the future. Product knowledge building, and then working with individual stylists and salon suite owners to help build their professionalism if they choose to stay in that. But that's where you come into play, because you're teaching me the concept of commission styling. And so I'm going to glean and learn from you.
Yes.
And I'll add that to my portfolio. And one day, hey, who knows? Maybe I'll be a...
You know, I'm here for you.
Thank you.
I'm here for you, just like it was nothing for me to pick up the phone and dial your number, for you to answer it, for you to give me the information that I needed.
Yes.
I'm here for you.
Thank you.
You know that though, Marquita.
I do.
You know what I mean?
I
And
do.
I'm happy to be a barber stylist that have these type of connections, these relationships, because that'll take you way farther than money will ever take you.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? The relationship I have with No Grease, like, and I made that relationship since I've been here with you as well, with Dre and so many other people. JK, my videographer, such an important. I'm talking about, he's such an important piece to my business.
Absolutely.
You know, we
Absolutely.
want to. People don't see him. People don't see you. People don't see none of the people, but you all of you guys are part of my team.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? But when people look at me, I want you guys to understand that it's so many people involved in me. And I'm sure Marquita could say the same thing. But yes, I want you to tell the audience what you offer as far as shadowing, mentoring, cutting classes, groups, one-on-one, whatever. Do you offer any of that?
Absolutely. Like I said, I'm a wealth of information, and it's at your disposal. Come and get it. I offer I offer one-on-one classes because I have a comfortable size suite. You're able to come in, and whether you bring a model in with you or a mannequin, which I'll provide for you, I'll teach you certain cutting concepts, getting back to the basics, because you can build from the basics. Pixies are hot right now.
Yes.
And right now, the class that I'm teaching is one cut 4 ways.
That's right. That's right.
How to take the one foundation cut and tweak it to build an entire arsenal of cuts, and teaching people how to tailor those cuts to fit their clients. How many times have you heard, oh, I can't wear short hair because my face is too round, or because my neck is too fat, or because I'm too short? Nonsense. We know better. We're foundation stylists.
Yes.
But you have to teach people the rules, the do's and don'ts, what to look for to create or to carve out that perfect style for their client. So I'll offer that as well. Shadowing. I have stylists that come in from as far as Georgia, South Carolina, Virginia, Tennessee, and they spend a day with me. I'll take my busiest day according to what styles they'd like to see, and I just have them come in and work with me. And I do that for the low cost of being my shampoo assistant for the day.
Wow. Come on.
You come in, you spend a day with me, you work on techniques at the bowl, you watch me, you learn from me, you take notes, and you take that back to your salon and you grow.
Wow. Marquita, where are you located? Could you give the audience all your information as far as location, address, phone numbers, website, social media again, because I just want people to understand what you just said. Like she said, for the low of being her assistant for the day. Come on, no excuses. She's going to give you some more information.
My salon suite is the Marquis Beauty Lounge. It's located inside the beautiful Salon Central Suites at 2925 East Independence Boulevard, right here in the beautiful city of Charlotte, North Carolina. You can reach me at 704-625-0093, or you can hit me on my cell phone at 313-530-2519. Again, my website, www.marquisbeautylounge.com. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, at Marquis Beauty.
All right, before we close out, I want to ask Marquita if she can just leave something on the hearts of recent graduates, students, veteran stylists. I'm talking about barbers, massage therapists, anyone in the beauty industry. If you can give them any information from your years of experience, what would you leave these guys with?
I would leave you with the note that you have to know yourself first. You'll go so much further in this industry when you have a clear understanding of who you are, what your gifts and what your passions are, and how you can present that to the world. It'll cut out so much confusion from you chasing dreams and chasing behind other stylists trying to replicate their results, when, like I said before, what God has for you is truly for you. And what you invest in yourself and what you project into the universe will come back to you when you first understand who you are.
Wow. I said I was going to stop saying wow, but how can I? That's all I can say when you drop those type of jewels. It's wow, because we don't do enough of that, or we are doing it. You guys aren't being exposed to it. She's doing it. I'm sure you guys didn't know about her, but you guys know about her now. I just exposed her. There's no excuses, you guys. Reach out to her if you need her help. I'm going to end this with, if you know anyone that's leaving a positive impact on the beauty or barbering industry, please email me their story at beautymeetbusiness@gmail.com. That's beautymeetbusiness@gmail.com. Or if you guys need more information as far as the industry business is concerned, you can hit my website up, beautymeetbusiness.com. That's beautymeetbusiness.com. I am your girl, the empowering Angel Robinson. Thank you for checking us out. Straight chair, no chaser. Remember this, you are purpose beyond the chair. Deuces.